Good lineup. There we go. Yo, what's happening, everybody? It's Ray Bradford, and I'm back for another episode of Scatterbrain, the Ray Bradford podcast. We back for episode 51. Next week, we have 50 doggone two. I was about to let out some mean cuss words, but I ain't gonna cuss right now. We have episode 52 next week, but this episode is 51. It's a celebrate next week. We I don't know how I'm gonna celebrate, but I'm gonna celebrate. I may come in here and take a couple shots on camera. I'm nervous to drink in front of people, though. I don't want people to see the wild side once I get drunk. But yeah, episode 52 on the way. On the way. I hope y'all week been good. I hope everything been going good with y'all, man. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you looking good. I hope you're smelling good. I hope you doggone your job is going well. I hope your friendships going well, your relationships, everything. I hope is going well for you, man. Again, appreciate everybody who do tune in and watch or like, subscribe, share. Uh, been a busy time. It's been a busy time. I'm really focused on getting this music together, so I've been like drastically, drastically ignoring any bass content. So if you've been looking for bass videos or anything, man, that's been the furthest thing from my mind. I've been recording and getting vocals done, getting drums recorded, mixing records, mixing as I go, which is probably a bad thing, but I've been mixing records as I go. I just been doing a bunch of stuff, man. So forgive me for not giving you bass content. I even think after episode 52, I may do maybe 2 episodes or 3 episodes and slow down on the episodes a little bit because I'm really focused on getting this album done. I want it good. I want it good and solid. I don't want any excuses to why people wouldn't like the music. I want it to be the music to have a fair shot for people to like it. Of course, I don't have the budget to get to send it to be mixed by the top engineers and all this stuff. So I'm doing it all myself. I'm doing it all in the house. So I want it to be as competitive as possible from my end. So I'm really focused and right now this podcast and base video content it kind of takes my focus away from that. So I think I may slow down on this end of that stuff. I just want to give everybody who like tune in every week. If you do tune in every week and you watch, I just want to give you a heads up of if you don't see a few episodes for a month, 2 months, because again the show is in July 19th. Breaking news. I'm planning on releasing the EP the week of the show. So if the show is July 19th, everybody puts out music on Friday now. I'm thinking about dropping it on a Sunday or Monday night or Monday. So you got a full week to listen to the music before you come to the show. So you kind of know what to expect when you come to the show and you won't be surprised when you come to the show. You can listen to the music, like have an idea of what your favorite song of the EP is. Uh, so I'm really focused on that right now. It's in July. I know everybody thinks music it don't take long to make music, but it takes a while, especially when you ain't doing it, you know, with a big budget. If you got a big budget, it don't take long because you can get it to people who can get you a fast turnaround time, who can record easy, blah blah blah, all this stuff. So I say all that to say if the podcast slow down, I am not quitting, no matter what. Even though some videos have dwindled down to like 10 views, not quitting. I'm not quitting. I'm not quitting. Like I got in this game and I was convinced early on, like, man, it may take me 2, 3 years to even get to a good place with this. So I'm prepared for the long haul, but I've taken on a different responsibility now of something else to try to help grow myself. So this may have to take a back seat because the cool thing about this is uh I do all this kind of myself, except the setup. But like all this, Willie helps me do all the setup. He takes pictures. He kind of does the like, I guess you could say the production side of everything. But on the back end, I'm the one who's doing everything. So like I'm editing. I'm calling guests. I'm coming up with topics. I'm coming up with blase. Uh, any ideas? I'm trying to grow merch. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to do all this stuff. So if I'm doing all that, at least 3 days out the week, it takes time to. So if I shoot on Sunday, I edit Monday. I got a plan to put content out Tuesday. Uh, episode drops Wednesday. By Wednesday, I'm probably done with everything I need to do, unless I just lollygagged around. And then so that leaves me with Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to do the other stuff. But I need more time during the week. So and then I was doing base content on top of that. So it's been a little, it's been a thing. I don't want to make no excuses, but I just want to give y'all a heads up that if the podcast slows down, because I ain't sold on not doing episodes, but I'm leaning on not doing them. If it slows down, that's why. And I will be back. I'm not giving up. I don't care about 10 views don't matter to me. Because it could have 10 views today, and then next year, or August, it got 5,000, and you got 10,000 subscribers. So, or whatever. It's like, it can happen. It can change overnight. So, I ain't stressing about that. That is what it is. It's just on my end of doing that stuff. Better marketing, better stuff like that. So, uh, more interesting topics and things like that. But that's just a heads up to everybody that for the next month or two, probably till the end of May, it may slow down. Uh, just a heads up. But I want to set the vibe for the episode like we did last week. Because again, I just want to give y'all a heads up about all that. But that's the worst thing. That's the worst thing about the episode. We finna have some fun. It's gonna be 30 minutes of power. It's 7:33 right now. I'm recording. I'm time stamping this so you'll know what's going on. It's 7:33. We gonna be done by 8:10. But we finna have fun for the rest of the episode. Check this out. On the one. On the one. Yeah. Get used to this song, man. We putting it in the air. We putting it in the ethos. We manifesting that this is gonna be a good song that everybody gonna love. Cause why you gonna love it? You got a real type of thing going on, man. You got a real type of thing. Yeah. Woo. Just listen to it. This is mine. You too can't strike this down. They can't strike it. It's mine. I own it. Yeah. Cause there's other music I want to play, but they gonna strike it down. Freaking YouTube, man. All these rules, man. The music industry is crazy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's where we at, man. That's where we at. Uh, so I want to jump straight into it. I know everybody know if you watch this podcast, I am a big, huge Chicago Bears fan. You would think I'm from Chicago the way I'm a Bears fan. Ain't been to Chicago but 2 times in my whole life, in my 35 years of living. I ain't 35 yet, I'm 34. So don't put that time on myself just yet. But in my 34 years of living, got doggone 2 times. But the Chicago Bears have let me down tremendously. Cause I just knew we were gonna hold on to what we got. Uh, but breaking news happened yesterday. We traded Justin Fields, who we picked in the first round 3 years ago, to the Pittsburgh Steelers to be a backup quarterback. Yo, what's up, everybody? I hope y'all enjoying this episode. But before we keep going, I want y'all to do something for me, man. I want y'all to like, subscribe, hit the alert bell, and share. And then I want y'all to follow me on all social media platforms. That's Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter. Now let's get back to the episode, guys. So say that again. The Chicago Bears had breaking news yesterday around about 7 o'clock at Central Time that they were trading Justin Fields to the Pittsburgh Steelers to be a backup quarterback to Russell Wilson And I think we kicked Russell Wilson ass last year. No, Denver beat us, I think. No, I can't remember. Can't remember. It was a blur. It was a blur. My whole problem with that is that I don't understand why we traded him. Uh, because those 3 years weren't his fault. They weren't his fault of why the organization wasn't good. One of the years he didn't have no true. 2 of the years he didn't have no true number one wide receiver. He had tight ends. But he didn't have no true number one wide receiver. And then when he got a true number one wide receiver, you see what happened. He turned up. Great season for DJ Moore. It's wild that like if the receiver has a great year, how the quarterback didn't have a great year. Uh, he progressed every year in my eyes, as far as with what he could he had to go off of as far as O line and talent around him. Because it was DJ Moore, Cole Kmet, or bust. We traded David Montgomery, who was our star running back. We traded him to a conference rival. We did a lot of dumb stuff. He didn't have a great coaching staff all his years. I think he had a different offensive coordinator every year. Maybe had two different head coaches in his time span there. Uh, or maybe I may be tripping about that. I think he had the same head coach. But it's just wild that we would trade him and get we would if I was GM with what they've assembled now, he was on his last year of his deal. Let's see how it play out. Because, all right, you don't get Caleb Williams, but Shador Sanders coming out next year. So if Justin don't do good, just go and get Shador or get another great quarterback next year. Because it's a few quarterbacks that's going to be in the draft next year too. So I would have just let that play out. So you don't even have to trade him next year. His deal done. It's just like, okay, you done, bro. We not re-signing you. Somebody else got to re-sign you. But we traded him for a fifth round pick for nothing. Basically nothing. We traded our franchise quarterback for nothing. For nothing. Nothing. But it's wild because we put so much talent on the team now. Keenan Allen, DeAndre Swift. Now we got to add them to DJ Moore, Cole Kmet. And I think we got somebody else on offense too. It's like, bro, why would you get rid of him now? And we picked up O lineman from the Rams, picked up O lineman from the Bills. So we didn't go get like fresh talent that maybe you got to see if they can develop. No, we got O-line talent that's already developed, that should be good, that should understand the game, that should be able to protect him. So I'm baffled as a Chicago Bears fan that they would make this dumbass decision of trading Justin Fields. It has to be in their mind that Caleb Williams is going to absolutely come in and make a huge difference. It has to be. It has to be. In their mind, it has to be that Caleb Williams is going to come in this season and make a difference. If we won 6 games last year, Caleb is guaranteed to win 4 to 5 more games. In my eyes, if he don't win at least 10 games, it's a bust. With the talent they got around him, if Keenan Allen can stay healthy and DJ Moore can stay healthy and DeAndre Swift and all these old linemen, Cole Kmet, all these people can stay healthy, he shouldn't lose more than 6 games. 6 to 7 games. He shouldn't lose that. It's more than that, bro. He should be in the wild card race for a playoff spot. He should. And if we bend the house on him like that to trade Justin Fields away, like, yo, and then it's so funny because they traded him away to be a backup. We could have kept him and made him a backup to Caleb Williams if that's what you want to do. We could have kept him. What are we doing? You trade him to be a backup to Russell Wilson. What? And then you only got a fifth round pick, not a first round pick, bro, or second round pick. It makes no sense. I don't know what Ryan Pace is doing. It's crazy because he done all that great stuff and then he does something so dumb. You trade him to be a backup when you could have kept him to be a backup to Caleb Williams. Well, what if Caleb isn't doing good? People are gonna call for Justin Fields to play. No shit, Sherlock. It shouldn't even be a question to like trade him. Then it's even more of a to me, it's more of a condemnation on the league that nobody wanted to pick him up. Seemed like nobody wanted to pick him up to be a starter. It's wow. Wow. It's unbelievable to me, first off, that nobody wants him as a starter. Everybody sees him as a backup quarterback now. It's unbelievable. The boy was a college standout, and then he really was a standout in the league. Because the only problem was, man, something ain't clicking in Chicago. Like, why it ain't clicking for him? Then Atlanta goes and signs Kirk Cousins to a $180 million deal. Or however much it is. I think it's $180 million. They signed him to that high of a deal when they could have got Justin Fields, probably for a steal. If he got traded for a fifth round pick, they could have got him for a steal. They could have got him for a steal. And if we asked Pittsburgh for a fifth round pick, we couldn't have been asking Atlanta for much more. A third round pick. What are we talking about? Like, how do we let this happen? I was about to say this travesty happened, but it ain't a travesty yet. But it could possibly go down as like a travesty. This could derail our organization. I really feel like it could derail our organization because it's such a. What if Caleb get there and he ain't what you thought he was? I know they comparing to Patrick Mahomes with Lamar Jackson legs or somebody not as much as Lamar Jackson legs with speed, but he got the wheels, and Josh Allen arm and Patrick Mahomes ability and Joe Burrow coolness, and I know they pile all these people up to make and say Caleb Williams is all these people in one. But he wasn't that last year in college. Deion Sanders them had that boy rattled. They had him rattled. And we all see what happened to Colorado after they first 5 games. The boy went downhill. They had him rattled. Other teams had him rattled. Oregon had him rattled, bro. It's like, fam, are we really that high on this guy? We that high that we're going to take him number 1 overall. It feels like Mitchell Trubisky all over again as a Chicago Bears fan. Like, have I been a Chicago Bears fan all my life? No. I became one probably coming out of high school going into college. Because I was a Mike Vick fan early on, huge Mike Vick fan. Then the Panthers caught me for like 2 years when they was had Steve Smith, Jake Delhomme. But once I locked on to the Bears, I've been locked on ever since. Don't plan on leaving. I don't plan on leaving. But the organization ain't been right since Brian Urlacher decided to retire. We ain't been right. When Urlacher retired, everything just went left. It went left. Peanut went down, and then he become a Panther. God damn it, man. You know, that made me mad to this day. Why we let him go be a Carolina Panther? He's supposed to retire the Bear. Who else left? Devin Hester left to be a freaking Falcon. You know, the organization just went down, bro. It just went down. We done had bad luck ever since. We don't need to turn into the Cleveland Browns of old. But I feel like this trade got that much capability of making us become the Cleveland Browns of old. We can become the Cleveland Browns of old, all because we made a rash decision on, oh, he ain't panning out. He ain't progressing. Man, somebody with the wheels like Justin Fields, you don't let them go. And the arm talent like that, you don't let them go, man. You don't, not to be no backup. Keep him and make him a backup on your team. You don't let him go to be no fucking backup to Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson. We let him be a backup to Russell Wilson, man. Come on, man. Like, really think about that. Do that make sense? Do we not? What's keeping Russell Wilson in the league? Let's be honest with each other, man. Cause he ain't rushed that won the Super Bowl no more. He ain't that. He ain't rushed that won the Super Bowl. He ain't rushed that lost the Super Bowl by trying to throw to some fucking some goddamn who was it? Who was he throwing to? Tyler Lockett. Maybe Tyler Lockett. Trying to throw a slant to Tyler Lockett and Malcolm Butler jump it. When you should have just handed it to Beast Mode. He ain't even that Russell Wilson no more. His whole image has been tainted. They say he's selfish, blase. And we send a kid that's willing to do anything for the organization to be a backup to him, not a backup to Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts. Any of these good people like that. We ain't send him to go do that. We send him to be a backup to Russell Wilson. Hey, Russ, side note, that baby weight you put on Sierra, this time, tell her don't take that off. Don't take that off. That ass right. Woo! Boy, I was scrolling Instagram the other day, boy, I seen that. I said, boy, that woman is bad. Boy, that woman fine. Boy, she top tier. She was already fine. She always been pretty. Sierra been pretty since she came in the industry. But now, whoo, you know, Russ, if you see this, we here. We locked in. I see you, boy. I would pray with her too, boy. I get in there, open that Bible, and get to read Songs of Solomon to her, doc. You know, put a little Bible woo-woo on her, doc. Hey, she bad, boy. That's just me and you, Russ, if you watch it. If you ever see this, if you ever run across this video. That was a side note. But Russ Wilson ain't him, man. And I think Pittsburgh gonna find that out fast. And Justin gonna be starting. And then they gonna kick ass. Do we play Pittsburgh this year? Let me look and see while I'm talking about this. Cause if we play Pittsburgh, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be so mad. And then he end up playing. Look, they call me a research man, so y'all know I research something live on air. How the schedule even came out yet? I don't even know if the schedule came out yet. Okay, it came out. Who we play? I don't need all that. It's Women's History Month. Shout out to the women. Do we play? Oh, do we? Whew, thank God. I was scared for a second. I thought I seen them on there. We don't play them. But when we play them again, I can just imagine, especially if he's starting, he gonna dominate. Then he under Mike Tomlin. Man, Mike Tomlin finna pull the best out of him, man. That one of the best coaches in the NFL. And not only is he one of the best coaches, he one of the best black coaches in the NFL. Oh, he finna pull the best. And Mike Tomlin, black. That's what I like about him. He black, but he professional. I like that. I love that. I love to see black people in high-ranking positions, but they know how to turn it on, turn it off. And I don't mean Mike talking colloquialism or he very niggerish or all them things. If you know what I mean when I say niggerish. You know, he ain't out smoking blacks, drinking cognac, no backwoods. He ain't doing the stuff Uncle Shay be portraying on He ain't doing that, but he black though. You can tell he a black man and he stand on black principles. And he love his people. But he also professional. I just love to see black people in high positions like that. And then I love to see them be good. Like outstanding at what they do. And Mike T is one of the best coaches in the NFL. He just ain't had the best talent in the NFL, especially once Big Ben got old, it was over with. But yeah, anyway, we let him go. So now we let him go there. They gonna kick our ass when he's starting, and it's just gonna be like, hey, that's your fault. You shouldn't have let him go. Cause Pittsburgh got a solid team. They got Joy Porter's son out there playing DB, Minka Fitzpatrick. The defense fired. Defense fired. TJ Watt could have been like a 3-4 time defensive player of the year. They got the D tackle, Cameron Hayward, I think his name. They defense fired. They defense fired. It's just their offense. But they got George Pickens at wide receiver. They traded away a receiver, but got another receiver. Got tight ends. They got the running back, the truth. What's my boy from Alabama? I forgot his name, but the boy gotta be 6'2", 6'3", big, huge dude, got great speed. They got a great offense. So what you think gonna happen when you add Russ in there? Even if Russ ain't Russ of back then, but he's still decent now. We ain't gonna talk like Russ ain't decent now. But look, when they play it, they gonna kick our ass, and then what you do? Ryan Pace, you lose your job. To conclude this, I really think our whole front office need to be fired. The whole front office in Chicago, we need to go to the stadium. I think it's One Oak is the address. We need to go over there. We need to boycott. Chicago, let's get together. I need all my South Side kids, all the West Side kids. Let's get together, put the switches down. Put the switches down. O Block and 63rd, y'all truce up for this. Low end and 051, whatever y'all is, let's truce up, Young Money. Let's truce up. Just for now. Just truce up. Truce up. And y'all put the switches down and go protest. Tell them get Ryan Pace out of there. Tell them get that head coach out of there. Tell them get upper management out of there. We need a whole sweep, a clean overhaul of the organization from the top to the bottom. Let's start over. We let Eddie Jackson go. Best safety. Who we gonna put back there now? Huh? Who going back there now? I started to bring both my jerseys tonight. I forgot them. But I was going to burn both my jerseys on camera tonight. What I'm going to use them for? Ain't neither one of the people on the team no more. Fields ain't on the team. And Bo ain't on the team no more. So now I'm lost. I'm stuck. I'm in a bad predicament. But to conclude again, whole front office, fire him. Ryan Pace, upper management. Fire the president. Fire all these people. Fire them. Fire the head coach. Fire his whole staff. Let's start over. There's plenty of coaches out there. Hugh is still out there. Go get Hugh from Grambling or wherever he at. Go get him. Go get somebody. We got people we can go get. That's felt like a get it off my chest segment, but that wasn't even a get it off my chest segment. I think I got two get it off my chest segment. But my first one is, yo, what's up, everybody? I hope y'all enjoying this episode. But before we keep going, I want y'all to do something for me, man. I want y'all to like, subscribe, hit the alert bell, and share. And then I want y'all to follow me on all social media platforms. That's Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter. Now let's get back to the episode, guys. Trying to figure out how to word this because I don't want to be disrespectful to nobody. But it's gonna sound disrespectful regardless. So fuck it. It is what it is. Balls to the wall. I just pray that I don't be on these two extreme spectrums the older I get in music. I never want to be the guy that is pocket pays the bills. I just want to play parts in songs. I never want to be that guy. I want to at least be able to always play the part and make the part my own. I always want to be able to do that. I always want to keep the creativity and keep an open mind and ingest what young musicians are around me are doing. I always want to do that. And then I don't want to be the opposite end of the spectrum is, man, I just play what I feel. It's so many musicians now that are on these opposite extreme spectrums that it blow my mind and it pisses me off. It irks my inner soul. It make my big toe itch. It make my knee, it make me have knee pain. I had knee pain when I think about this. My blood pressure go up. I already got high blood pressure. But it push it up even further. I don't know. It's hard to describe unless you in the field. Cause you understand it. Like when I'm in the moment, let's say a song like My Girl. I shouldn't be doing much in My Girl. I really should be serving the music. But if we playing a song like Shut Up and Dance with a big arrangement, like, hey, brother, you may have to do some extra stuff. Or if you playing a Bruno Mars song off of the CD that the New Jack Swing CD he had, some of that stuff you gotta do more. You can't just do the bare minimum. You have to do more. And I'm just, I'm in a place, man. I'm in a mental space where I just pray that God, as I get older, He keep me in the middle. Keep me in the middle, God, because I don't want to be the guy that's, man, I just play parts. And I don't want to be the guy that overplays and just like shits on music. And then your name is horrible because nobody wants to hire you because you overplay. Keep me in the middle. I feel like I'm in the middle right now. I possibly somebody may say I overplay, and I may, hey man, that's your opinion. If you can prove it to me, if you can show it to me, I take it. But I know because I almost got fired off a thing one time because the dude was like I wasn't playing. I thought I was playing. I'm nailing parts, nailing. Oh, you ain't playing, dog. You ain't showing up. But when I'm grateful. I'm grateful for that freaking experience because that experience taught me, oh, I got to make the part my own. Because if he wanted this part, he would have just cut the track on, or he would have called that person to come play that part. No, I got to make it my own. And this is a top producer I'm talking about. I don't want to name drops, but like this is a top producer in the gospel field said that to me. Like, yeah, man, I almost fired you, Deke. I almost called such and such because you weren't playing, Deke. You weren't showing up. It's real. You have to be able to do both. Don't just think I just want to play parts. This ain't 1991. This ain't 1955. But even in 1955, I can pull up records where they going crazy. In 1970, I can pull up records where people, oh man, I'm ranting now. I'm going too far. God, keep me in the middle. Keep me in the middle because it's two extremes out here and people are living in the extremes. They are not meeting in the middle. I said I had another get off my chest segment, but I don't even want to do that one. Before I get off here, I just want to say it's weird that it's multiple celebrities now going on Instagram live and acting like they titties popping out. I don't know what's going on out here in the world. Somebody put me on game. Comment about this. Let me know. Is it a thing now where it's like that's an act of publicity if you let your nipple show? Cause I'll take my nipple out right now. I don't mind. I got a nipple too. It's dark too. I got the dark nipple. Dark. It's like, hey, bro, what's going on? Why? Why? I think it's Cardi B didn't let her titties. I mean, let her. She always pull her titties out, but she got her nipples out on IG Live. JT. I seen another female rapper. It's just like 5 female rappers letting their nipples out. Now, if it back in the day, you couldn't even. Man, you know how hard you had to work to see some titties, man. Do you know how hard you had to work to see some titties? That Jeff or that Tyson? Oh, that's Jeff. What's up with you, man? But yeah, oh, you walk right in front of the camera. They gonna see you now, D. Nah, they both of them going. But yeah, you know how hard you had to be. You had to work to see titties. You just see titties freely nowadays, man. I don't mind now. I don't mind. I like looking at a good pair of titties, but my God Almighty, it's too easy to see titties. Uh, but somebody come in and let me know, is this a thing? Because I'm really confused now. I know you got Instagram like a soft porn site now. Twitter really a porn site now. So it's like, it's everywhere. But I just want to know if it's a real thing that is publicity. Is that what the industry that came down to? Like your only way to get publicity and get in the headlines is to show your nipples. Because if that's the only way, I'm telling you, I would gladly show my titties. I would gladly show my what the old comic view Ricky Smiley, he said, you a MWT, a man with titties. I'm an MWT. I'm a little bigger. My titties small though. They like an A cup. But like I glad pull them out, show my belly. I show all that. If that's gonna get me publicity, cause I'm trying whatever gonna get me up in my numbers, I would gladly do it. I've been confused about that. I've really been confused. I was leaving church when I seen that Cardi B had a breast out. So I don't know. That's it though. That's been another episode of Scatterbrain and Ray Bradford podcast. I told y'all 8:10. I'm right on the money. I told you 8:10 I'll be done. Boy, I'm a savant, man. I say that all the time. I'm a savant. I got and my antennas up. We're gonna set the vibe going out one more time. Going out. So, as I always say, find your grandmama, find your granddaddy, your mama, your daddy, your uncle, your auntie, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your niece, your nephew, your son, your daughter, your boo, your bae, your lover, whatever you call them. Find a hug on them, tell them you love them. Peace out. Y'all be safe out there, man.